I just want to take a moment right now to honor my parents, Wagner and Marina Paraqueve. You can stand up, you can stand up. My parents have been married for 61 years, and they have given me a faith in God and family, a hope that has no limits, and their unconditional love. Thank you so much for giving me life and saying yes to life. And I just want to say, Marina, she was born April 23rd, 1992, at 12:36 in the afternoon. And they gave me to you, and I remember people saying, how much does she weigh? How long is she? Blah, blah, blah. And I said, I don't know. They just handed her to me. And I held you in my arms, and your eyes were opened even as a newborn. And you had that twinkle in your eye. And to this day, you still have that twinkle in your eye. And over the years, when you talked about Drew, that twinkle was there. And it just remains being there. And Drew, my Drewski, you have always been the one for her. Always. And I just want to toast you both, because I'll just break down. But I just love you both so much. And a toast to my parents and to both of you.
Hear, hear. So, I haven't quite figured the mic out yet. So one of my best memories of my dear sweet Marina, she must have been, 3 or 4, just this little peanut. And I remember saying, you want to go? I'm going to come get you. And she starts giving me one of these. She starts, right? Right? And to this day, when I need a laugh, when I need to remember the spirit of my girl, I think of this little person down here ready to take on the world. But what I didn't realize is that was really a precursor to what she will become as a wife and a mother, as a businesswoman, as a Christian, as an apostle. This girl is fearless. One of the quotes that I just love, and it says it all, it was by Shakespeare. And Shakespeare said, "And though she be but little, she is fierce." So just a couple proud moments from a father to a daughter. She went to UGA and said, I think I want to be an orientation leader. So orientation leaders at UGA and probably any big school are limited to a very small group, and they're the cream of the crop. These are the kids that are the leaders in a school, and she always believed that she was going to do that she was going to be a leader, that she was going to make a difference, and she was going to be around people who make her better. Thank you very much. And so as she starts her college career, and she had this drive, and that drive led her to never get anything less than an A in all 4 years of college. She goes on to get a job, and her boss says he's never hired anyone on the spot, but she walks in there and virtually demands that he hire her. And he does. She had a dream of going to every continent by the age of 25, and she hits 6 out of 7 with Antarctica. There's no easy way to get there.
Tip of South America.
So lastly, I have to share the love I have for both of them now as a couple, because I really believe the combination is going to be unstoppable relative to the things that you guys are going to do to draw people to marriage, to draw people to God, to influence people, and the sky is the limit. But prior to them driving back to Atlanta, it was mentioned last night that they picked up the pod and Drew was ready to leave. Marina was ready to leave, and Drew said, no, one of a Drewism is be where your feet are. And so he said, we are going to go to every spot on Balboa Peninsula that we had a moment in, whether it was the wedge or the bay or walking on the sand. And Drew is a man with a heart that is as big as this room. And one of the things he said that he helped Marina with is, we want to always be sensitive to the homeless, to the less fortunate. And Drew and Marina would make backpacks, and they would go to the homeless under the bridges in different places and give them a backpack, which is awesome. But the thing that Drew did, which is even more incredible, he said, these people never get touched. Who wants to touch and hug a homeless person? Drew Maroli.
That's right. That's right.
So before they leave on that day to drive back here, he said, we have to go find Pirate, one of their homeless friends. And he said he used to live in this area, and they find him, and they bring him a backpack. And Drew, in only the way Drew can do things, he hugs him. And you take that heart with that crazy spirit next to you, and kudos to you guys. Cheers. We love you. We are so excited to watch what God does with you and through you. And just our priest would always say, if God asks you something, what do you say? Yes, that is the proper answer. And God opens the doors to make it happen. So I know he's going to do that for you guys. We love you. We're proud of you. Cheers to Drew and Marina.
Cheers. Cheers, honey.